At 90 minutes, the Africa Cup of Nations final stopped being a football match. Players were walking off the pitch. Fans were throwing objects onto the field. Security were sprinting toward the referees. And nobody, not the players, not the officials, not the crowd, knew if the game would even finish.
The early corner, deep delivery, back post, and not too far away.
All because of one VAR decision. In the middle of an AFCON final, in stoppage time, what followed was not just controversy. It was 15 minutes of pure chaos, a disallowed goal, a protest walk-off, a penalty taken after a quarter-hour delay, a Panenka saved under unbearable pressure, and a winner that felt like destiny. This is the story of how Senegal versus Morocco became the wildest ending in football history.
No.
And why it exposed something broken at the heart of modern football. The stakes. This wasn't just any final. Morocco had never won AFCON on home soil. 50 years of heartbreak. 5 previous tournaments hosted. 0 titles at home. This was their moment. Senegal, the defending champions. Winners in 2022. Hunting back-to-back titles for the first time in their history. 2 nations, 1 trophy, and a rivalry that runs deeper than football. The stage was set for something unforgettable. But no one could have predicted what was about to happen. The setting. From the first whistle, this final had tension written all over it. Morocco, the hosts, backed by 50,000 voices, dreaming of glory at home. Senegal, the reigning champions, battle-tested, cold, relentless. The match itself was brutal. Fouls, duels, half-chances. Neither team blinked. By the 85th minute, the scoreboard still read 0-0. Extra time felt inevitable. But football had other plans. The first shock. Deep into stoppage time, Senegal finally thought they had done it. A cross into the box. A towering header. The net ripples. Senegal celebrate for 3 seconds. Then the whistle. The referee signals goal disallowed. A foul. A push on Hakimi. Replays show minimal contact. Soft, very soft. The Senegal bench erupts. Players surround the referee. The crowd whistles in disbelief. But play continues. And then, VAR enters the story. The decision. As the clock ticks past 90+8, Morocco attack one last time. A loose ball in the box. Brahim Diaz goes down. At first, nothing. Then the referee stops the game. Hand to ear, finger pointing to the screen. VAR review. Inside the stadium, silence spreads. Slow motion replays roll. A pull on Diaz's shoulder. Contact. But soft. Very soft. And then, the signal. Penalty to Morocco. In the 90+8th minute, in an AFCON final, at home. And here's what people don't talk about. The pressure of hosting a tournament in your own country is suffocating. Morocco had waited 50 years for this moment. An entire nation watching. Expectations sky high. And now, in stoppage time, they get a penalty. A soft penalty. Is it a gift, or is it justice? It depends on who you ask. But one thing is certain. When you're the host, every decision feels political. The stadium explodes. Morocco celebrate. Senegal, break. The walk-off. At first, it's protests. Arms raised, players screaming, coaches leaving the technical area. And then, something happens that has never been seen in an AFCON final. One by one, on the manager's orders, Senegal's players walk toward the tunnel. Not injured, not substituted, not asked to leave. They walk off, refuse to play. The Africa Cup of Nations final stops. And here's the impossible position the manager was in. Stay on the pitch and accept what feels like robbery. Or walk off and risk forfeiting the match. A points deduction, being banned from future tournaments. Going down in history as the team that quit. This wasn't just a protest. It was the most dangerous gamble in African football history. Because if Senegal lose this final now, they don't just lose the trophy. They lose their legacy. In 63 years of AFCON history, this has never happened. Officials panic. CAF delegates rush to the touchline. Security flood the pitch. In the stands, chaos begins. Fans throw objects. Some attempt to storm the field. Stewards form human shields around the referee. For 15 minutes, no football is played. No one knows what happens next. Is the match abandoned? Is Senegal forfeiting? Will Morocco be crowned champions by default? African football is holding its breath. The peacemaker. And then one man steps forward. Sadio Mane, the captain, the leader, the calm in the storm. He walks to the tunnel, talks to his teammates, gestures back toward the pitch. Slowly, one by one, Senegal return. The final will continue. But now the pressure is unimaginable. Because after all that chaos, the penalty still has to be taken. The moment. Brahim Diaz places the ball on the spot. 15 minutes of delay, a stadium screaming, an entire nation watching. This is not just a penalty. This is a title, a legacy, a moment that will define careers. He steps back. The stadium holds its breath, runs up, and instead of power, he tries something audacious, something arrogant, something that will make him a hero, or a villain, a Panenka, a chip, down the middle. But Edouard Mendy does not move. He stands, waits, and catches the ball, like plucking an apple from a tree. Saved. The stadium freezes. Morocco collapse. Senegal explode. Against all logic. After protests, walk-offs, chaos, and fury, the final is still goalless. The punishment. For Morocco, it's the beginning of the end. For Senegal, it's fuel. Because after everything they've been through, they're not just here to survive. They're here to punish. Football has a strange sense of justice. 2 minutes into extra time, Senegal attack. The ball falls to Pape Gueye. He takes one touch, then unleashes a thunderbolt. Top corner. No chance. Goal. After everything, Senegal lead. And this time there is no VAR. No whistle. No debate. Only destiny. The final whistle. Morocco throw everything forward. Cross after cross, chance after chance. But the damage is done. When the referee finally blows for full time, Senegal are champions. Again. But this final will never be remembered for the trophy. It will be remembered for a disallowed goal, a penalty awarded in stoppage time, a team walking off in protest, 15 minutes of chaos, a Panenka saved under impossible pressure, and a winner that felt like fate. The legacy. In the days that followed, the debate never stopped. Was it a penalty? Did VAR get it right? Should Senegal have been punished? Should the match have been abandoned? Coaches clashed, pundits argued, fans took sides across the continent. But one thing was clear. We had just witnessed something football may never see again. A final where the rules bent, where emotions exploded, where control disappeared. 15 minutes where the biggest match in African football turned into pure theater. The bigger picture. But this story is bigger than one match. Because VAR was supposed to fix football. Eliminate the controversy, end the debates, bring certainty. Instead, in this final, it gave us a soft penalty in stoppage time, a team walking off in protest, 15 minutes of pure chaos. VAR didn't eliminate controversy. It weaponized it. And here's what bothered me most about the aftermath. When players in Europe surround referees, it's called passion. When managers question VAR in the Premier League, it's tactical awareness. When fans throw objects in South America, it's intense support. But when it happens in Africa, it's chaos. It's embarrassing. It's proof African football isn't professional enough. The double standard is exhausting. Because what we witnessed wasn't uniquely African. It was uniquely human. Football pushed to its breaking point. And instead of asking why the system failed, we blamed the continent. This wasn't just a final. It was a reminder that football doesn't care about technology. It doesn't care about fairness. It doesn't care about logic. Because in the end, chaos always wins. And the question we should be asking isn't, did Senegal overreact? The question is, why did VAR create a situation where walking off felt like the only option? Because until we fix the system, we'll keep seeing moments like this, where the beautiful game turns ugly, not because of the players, not because of the continent, but because we gave technology the power to decide, without giving it the wisdom to know when to stay silent. So here's my question for you. Did VAR get it right? Should Senegal have walked off? And is African football judged by a different standard than the rest of the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into football's wildest moments, the chaos, the controversy, the stories that make you think, hit that subscribe button. Because football is more than just goals and trophies. Sometimes it's about understanding what those moments reveal about the game we love. Thanks for watching.